The following podcast has been brought to you by Audible.com. Sign up now using the URL audibletrial.com/TTV to get a free audiobook of your choosing. We recommend Brick by Brick, How LEGO Rewrote the Rules of Innovation and Conquered the Global Toy Industry. You may recognize this as one of the sources we use in our show, Bionicle Autopsy. Remember, that's audibletrial.com/TTV. Enjoy the show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sync! Hello everybody, and welcome to TTV episode 127.
No!
I thought we agreed. I thought we had a New Year's resolution.
When did
to
we
not
ever
do
make
this.
a New Year's resolution? That was about that stupid joke you guys came up with to replace Mardi Gras by saying a random
Christmas!
But now we're replacing it with silence.
We're gonna say Christmas for the entire year.
No. We're gonna be silent. We're no longer doing Mardi Gras for at least one episode.
No, we'll be
That's
silent
disappointing.
in a podcast.
We just did.
I just got here.
I
I just
know.
saw
That's
the
what
fun.
I'm saying. We've kind of failed. We're like those
Why?
people that are like, I'm gonna go to the gym, and they go to the gym,
And then you just go
like,
sit on your butt all day.
Right? You're like, ah, this is too heavy. I'm gonna look at my phone and see.
Will exercise my fingers and my gluteus maximus by sitting down in this couch.
Okay.
And playing Dragon Age
Play,
Inquisition.
yeah.
Yeah, it's I like Mardi Gras.
Yeah,
Probably
Mardi Gras
'cause
is
it-
funny. Kahi, stop trying to kill the fun. You're not a fun maker. You're a fun killer.
This isn't a business meeting, Kahi.
Yeah, Kahi.
Yeah, Kai.
Why are you here, Kahi?
Yeah,
Don't
Kai.
belong.
You should be on Iron Chef now.
Because it's winter break.
It's a mess up.
Kahi, why are you so
Okay.
Kahi?
So, this episode's gonna be an interesting one. We've got a not that good of a variety of topics, to be honest, but they're all interesting.
But we
I
have
can
And
make
we've
it
got quite the
interesting.
cast. We've got quite the
We'll make it
cast to make up
interesting.
for it. So without further ado, I'm Messinak.
I'm Barteran.
I'm Kahi.
I'm Viper.
I'm XX.
And I'm Potu, returning for
Hi,
an
Potu.
episode.
Nice delay there. Great.
We have a nice guest today, far back in the annals of TTV history, come to make her grand return for an episode.
Yeah.
Potu.
Yeah, I just
Now I'm
had some college things to do.
to be honest, I'm not that clear because my memory is faulty. I don't remember if you were on the podcast before or after we moved to YouTube.
It was barely after you moved to YouTube. Like, barely. Barely.
So will any of our fans even recognize you? That's the question.
Pretty sure someone
I
will.
doubt.
One.
I doubt any of our current fans. Are
Yeah,
gonna
not our new
recognize her.
fans, our old.
Where was it before you two?
Yeah, the old
We used
fans.
to host episodes off BZ Power.
Yeah, it was
Easy
just
P.
straight
And
BZ Power.
Podomatic. We used to have Podomatic.
Oh
and
yeah, we would host them off Podomatic, and then we'd post them on BZ Power.
Yeah.
That's how
Then we
get
did
the
on
audio.
Brick Shelf.
Rest in peace.
Rest in pieces.
I remember one time we were so excited because one of our podcasts had 80 views on it on Podomatic.
Wow!
And we're like,
now,
oh my god, that's so
It's like-
many views.
Yeah.
80 people?
and now you
What?
see a horde of them with 1,000
Yeah.
views, and I'm like, holy crap, you guys have gotten
Over
popular.
that, I think our Bionicle coverage podcast has like 10,000 views right now.
Yeah.
Which one?
Dang.
The set analysis one, I think.
YouTube
Oh.
famous. Let's do giveaways and stuff.
You
Yeah,
you are
set
famous.
reviews are
Make
doing
shirts.
real well.
Famous enough to where in a Ruby group, one of the dudes knew about you guys. In fact, I'm gonna give him a little shout out to Complete Zero, who basically reminded me that these guys are still alive. They didn't kill each other in a fire like I expected them.
Wait, someone in a Ruby group?
LJ's not here.
Explain
I'm not-
this. What are you talking
Yeah, wait,
about, Potu?
what is this Ruby group?
It's a group for people that like Ruby, and I just happen to be in it.
I
Hence
want in
the
on
name.
this.
I want to know this. I've been following Ruby since like freaking day one.
Wait,
I
so,
went
okay, so
to
it's,
RTX. I
Anyway.
got like Connie Sig. I got everything.
okay, Kahi, calm.
Ruby's weird, I don't like it.
Calm your...
The feels are too much for
So,
Cardi.
okay, so it's just like an internet group of people that like are friends with you, and they happen to recognize us or something.
Or a couple of them do, yeah.
Or
Did
they
they
like
did
a
they
psych
actually
group.
did they actually watch our Ruby coverage?
I don't know. I would have to ask
No
him.
one watched our Ruby coverage.
You know what?
No
you know what?
one
I
did,
have
no.
the
1,500 people.
I have the chat right here. I'm going to scream at CZ.
Okay. Also, to fact check what you said, yes, our initial return of BIONICLE podcast got 15,000 views. The finalized set analysis one got 11,000 views.
Yeah, and all that one was just
Wow.
screaming and laughing and like freaking out for about half
Yeah.
an hour.
Because
Yeah.
it's awesome.
At the Week has 10,000 views.
Wow.
Yeah, our podcast has had 10,000 for several times now.
That's
Colored.
That's
incredible.
more
getting
than
there.
80. That is definitely more than 80.
Wow.
Are
Oh,
you
most
sure?
definitely.
I feel
I can't
I feel like
I
a scrub
don't-
now.
Potu, do you
You
remember?
are
like,
a scrub, Potu.
if people had, if
Oh,
we
come
had
on.
some
No,
had
no,
come
don't
from
be
the
mean.
future,
Don't be
to
don't
when
be
like you were still part of his podcast,
All right, Viper,
and
you
told
gonna be
all
a
of
scrub
us
too?
where we'd be.
Girl power!
I-
girl power.
For misters! Woo!
Yes.
Scrub power! In brackets, skull power. No,
Skull
not really.
power.
Viper and Potu team up and take us
Skull
over.
power!
I am not a
Skull
Baraka,
spider
thank
power.
you very much. That is Meso.
Okay,
Alright.
to clarify something once and for all. I'm not a Paraka.
Your face
I'm a
looks
guy
like
with a
one.
skull.
Your
Dude,
face looks like one.
Paraka is barbarians. Oh, duh.
The only
It's
reason
stuck, dude.
the only reason I ever used the Paraka skull, because there was no other Bionicle skull.
God.
Is there now, though?
Yes,
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 Skull
there are.
Spider.
There are a lot
And with
more.
his
Skull
Doctor.
Spider?
Skull Spider.
So if I can ever get in contact with Era the Chronicler again, I'm gonna get him to paint me a white Skull Spider mask, and that will be the new face of the knack.
That or you could get it
Why
3D
is Skull
printed.
Spider one though?
I don't know which
Because
doctor
they're
I
like
tried.
scully.
It was too big.
No, here's the best part. Nowadays, you can get this stuff 3D printed pretty cheap. Like at my college,
Cheap.
yeah, cheap or free. Like at my college, I can get 3D prints 3. So instead of just painting over something and having it flick off, it's actually built into the plastic.
That's
Wow.
Yeah, Meso, come on.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Get with
come
the
on,
game.
Meso. Get to model your own skull.
Potu's got you beat here.
Here, what I'll do is I will use the skull online that I found in Google Images to put over
no.
my spooky, scary skeleton images,
Oh,
and
no.
I'll print that.
Scary, scary.
I hate that joke so much.
I hate it too. I love it so much in the
And
chat.
he does it every year, and it's not
I
funny.
mean, every freaking day. Anytime someone mentions a skull, anything from Bionicle, he'll post that stupid thing.
Well, we got a
My
ton of them
spooky,
for
scary-
summer. Speaking of that,
My
True.
spooky, scary skull spiders
Yeah, Meso will
image
be like
trended
on
on Twitter.
He'll be like, "Oh, new pictures from Bionicle 2015. It's a picture that's already
I
been used
hate
with
it when
a
he does
skull
that.
on it."
I know.
Meso, you
He's like,
horrible
guys, I
person."
found new pictures, and it's the freaking skull, like pasted over a comic
Everyone's
image.
like freaking out, going, "Oh no, new pictures! We gotta get this."
Why,
and then it's
why
just,
am I here right now? Why have I not quit yet? You know what?
Wow,
I'm doing it
Var.
right now, live on air.
Don't be like
everybody.
Kralik.
No.
I
No.
Var,
I
why
nominate
would
myself
you
to
do
take
this?
Var's place. LJ's not here to disagree, so
No, I don't quit yet.
Yeah.
Kahi, you're fired. Viper, you can have my place. Now I quit.
Oh,
Viper,
that's
yeah.
scary.
How is
Girl
Viper gonna
power.
be the new bar?
I
Oh,
don't
man,
know,
This
I'll
is
just
like
have to
an
be a
episode of
jerk
The
more.
Apprentice.
Both their names start with
Var
B.
just quit, and he hired somebody, and he fired somebody. He's like Donald Trump.
Fair enough.
What
I
does
am
being
Arnold
bar
Trump.
entail?
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
But no.
Arnold Trump.
Alright.
Okay.
So,
So, we have very few news topics to discuss today, I'll be quite honest with you. We're in that period before Toy Fair where news has slowed. Lego's delaying and releasing episode 4 for some odd reason, so story content has slowed.
it's probably...
So,
yeah,
pretty much-
there.
Can't you just enjoy the sets for like a moment then? I
No.
guess?
No.
Yes.
Never. It's
Never
all about
ending
the constant.
things. Only
It's all
want
about the
more.
constant flow of new news.
We are fanboys. We are never
Excuse
satisfied.
me, I am
with
a woman.
whatever.
Fine,
This
we are
will never
fanboys
end, too?
and
Don't discriminate.
Fanboys and then Viper.
More, give me more, give me more. Breaking Bad.
So I'm not even considered a girl anymore, okay?
opening for Vikings, actually.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, Just use fans, guys.
They
Just
speak
use
Norwegian
fans.
on that
Hey,
series.
You
I
guys,
accept it.
I'm impressed. I can't believe how off topic you managed to take that.
Yep.
guys,
In like
too.
2 seconds.
Okay,
Well,
reel it
fabulous.
back
what
in.
we
Alright,
do
wait,
primarily. No, he's
Back
not.
that up, back.
Oh, I
Primarily
can't
what we
make flower
do-
soup with Takuma.
Primarily, what we do have to talk about today is the summer 2015 rumors which have been floating around recently.
I have been hearing about that.
Got no clue if they're legitimate or not. The names obviously are. We've been over
Yeah.
those, but the information presented by this dude, no clue to its validity, but it sounds plenty plausible. So
I will say I'm very
I'll
happy
copy the
with
post
purple.
for your referencing.
Potu, I have a question for you. So I know you've sort of been out and about doing whatever you've been doing.
Yeah.
How up to date are you with BIONICLE 2015 and all the news and stuff?
Thanks to a couple of friends who ironically posted me Meso's leak of the stuff. I've been up to date for the past, 3 months, I think.
Okay.
So
I'm glad to hear
coming
it.
back.
So I do
So
know. I do know, and I see.
When did you learn for the first time that BIONICLE 2015 was a thing? I'm curious. And was it from our video?
It was not from any of your videos. I actually... I'm sorry, Var. I'm sorry. I did not fail you. Okay, but anyway.
Yes,
You just did.
You
So...
said you did.
You just did.
Shh. That's not important now. Shh.
Okay, fine.
But, basically, how I found out is I'm a part of this DA group that basically does prefab comics. They're kind of like the Sprite comics of old, except better in every way possible.
Whoa.
Whoa.
No,
Why
What's
take
some
offense
harsh
to that?
words
Whoa,
here?
I agree with that.
I challenge that. To
all right.
Whoa.
I'll link you. I'll
Sprite
link you to the
comics
group
suck.
later. I'll link you to the group later. Okay, how about that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hashtag down with Sprite.
But anyway, so basically, one of our members, who I recently found out was actually a former BZ Power member, had made protector masks, and I was wondering what the hell this was, and then one of my friends mentioned, yo, Bionicle's coming back, and then they linked me to Meso's leak, and I'm like, holy...
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's not too bad. All right. So we got there somewhere.
So yeah, it was sort of somewhat us. Just
Now I must ask you, what
Word
do you
of
mean
mouth.
by Meso's leak? Do you mean the Somerset leaks from like
Out of
2 weeks
context,
ago?
that sounds weirdly
No,
Oh
no,
yeah,
no.
because the
Or-
first video we made, it was me and LJ.
No, not a video,
Yeah.
not a video, but, it was a...
Oh my god. It was a post,
Yeah, it was a
on
post.
Eurobricks, wasn't it?
No!
I told you! I was just putting
Not
it in
on
the video
Eurobricks.
and link the
It was not on
video from
Eurobricks.
Eurobricks. So put it
it
on
was
the post.
actually in
You didn't get to get more
Krusty's,
views. No, you had to just put all the
yeah,
information out
I
there,
think
didn't you?
it's Crust's blog, his Tumblr.
What?
Yeah.
I really thought it was going to be Krusty Krab there.
Who the heck is
Hold on,
that?
let me
And when
see
did
if
I
I can
post on
find it.
Tumblr?
Yeah, it was on Tumblr.
This
Oh,
is
sell Krabby
Patties.
DeviantArt.
Barnacle 2015.
No,
When
no,
did I
no,
post
no, no,
something
no,
like
that was the
Two
other
different
thing.
things.
I do not think I have this blog still because I don't Tumblr and I don't like to keep myself anywhere near Tumblr.
Don't worry about it.
Tumblr being called out. Triggered.
Poetry starting fights.
Oh.
Triggered.
Yeah, you want to go? I'll take it to the parking lot.
The Tumblr army. The Tumblr army is assembling.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, don't worry
it
about
was
it.
Relics of Crust. That's what the blog name was.
Okay.
Oh. Well, I don't recall this, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I'll ask my friend Ellis for that later, because she linked it to me originally. So yeah,
Okay.
that's how I found out about all this wonderful eye candy, and now the new 2015 summer sets are already being revealed. Oh man, it's like the good old days.
Isn't it? It's amazing.
It's amazing.
They never left for me because I like Hero Factory.
Shut up.
No, but I mean, no. What I mean by that is like you expect certain things to happen at certain times. Like as soon
I know.
as soon as the first wave of sets is released, the second wave is being leaked, and that happened every
I know.
year.
It's wonderful.
Meso, shut up.
Hold up. Everybody, can we resync for a second?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sync.
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 All right.
But yeah, I think my favorite part's actually walking into like a toy store and then seeing all the sets on the aisle. It's amazing. A great sight.
I'm a little too old for that now. Well, I'm not too old for that, but
Potu.
You're never too old.
You're never too
You're
old
never
for
too old.
bonkles.
but I'm probably going to be
Bonkles.
ordering them through Amazon rather than going into the toy store.
No.
I know people.
No.
YOLO, do it.
No, I'm with Potu on this. I like being lazy, and I have Amazon Prime, so it's like 2-day free shipping, and you just...
Kai, you went to this toy store and you got them. You even took pictures and posted it on your Twitter.
I did.
And
How
can
could you
I
know
can
it's
sympathize
pictures of
with
them in the
Potu's
toy store?
willingness to buy them from Amazon.
well,
buy,
I know
like,
how
cereal and
bad
stuff
my
from
shipping
Amazon
is
all the time.
around here, so yeah.
Well, it's
if
that
if I order buying, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. You can.
If
Well,
I
I don't
order-
have Amazon, and they're not out yet, so great.
You guys are stupid.
But no.
Just go to the toy store.
But-
Man up.
But no.
There's
Toy
nothing
store.
there. It's
My
Man,
target.
that's kind of ironic, but
I know. I realized how ironic it was after I said it.
But actually,
So my target
the
has a huge cardboard cutout pop-out display of Tahu.
totally.
still
He,
there.
he's his
Mine
hero. Tahu is his
Yeah,
hero.
he's like reaching out into the sky. I'll grab a picture
Oh, is it
somewhere.
he's
High
trying to
five
force
one?
choke you.
High five,
Yes, it's the high
Tahu.
five.
Oh, it's the high five one.
High five one. I didn't
I
know we
love the
started
high
calling it
five
that.
one.
Okay, no, I'm with... Alright, from now on, it is the high five one.
Yes,
You heard it here.
the
Have
high
you not
five
seen the picture
cutout.
of the high
I
five
have
one?
not
I'm
seen
gonna
the picture of
find
the
it.
high five one.
I'm gonna.
I'll grab
I
it.
want
high
to see
five
this.
one.
I gotta take
I'm
a
working on
selfie
it.
with the high five cutout Tahu.
High five cutout time.
I'm working on it. You needn't stress. Carry on.
Tahu.
Okay,
Okay.
well,
I can't.
can we talk about these names? I'm kind of disappointed that these are the names.
Why not? Go for it.
Fine.
Oh.
Skull Warrior, Skull Slicer, Skull Basher, Skull Scorpio.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. They do
Does
these
it
things.
really?
They're part of the Skull Legion. Second one is their
Legion,
role.
What would the Borok be called if they were released now? Just Ball?
Fireball Rock.
Oh.
It'll be like Fire Beetle or something, cause like like those roly beetles that turn
It'd
into.
be like the
Oh,
new
dear.
Dyson.
Well, I mean, like, they would probably come up with one new term. They would probably call them the Borok.
Oh.
They would just call them Element Borok.
Yeah, Fire.
Like, the
Fire
name of this group, if leaks are to be believed, is the Skulls.
No,
So it makes
A
sense.
really dumb name.
no,
I'm
it
just-
wouldn't even be Borok because term specialization. They'd be like rollers or something. Fire roller.
Roller.
Rollers.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Rotors.
They still have...
Rolling,
Watch out
rolling,
for the
rolling.
skull rollers.
Skull
Well, I mean,
rollers.
So, uh,
Roll them and collect all the skulls.
Collect all the skull
set sold
rollers.
separately.
No, I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. They still
They're
do
here to
specialize...
battle good.
They still have specialized terms. They're just few and far between.
Or
They don't want to
Yeah.
make 6 names for 6 villains, but they may be okay with one banner name for 6 villains.
which is
I
skulls.
wouldn't mind that. Or maybe if it was like Skull Warrior and then like the name, so whatever.
Oh, like
Yeah, kind of like
Well-
a
Warrior
title.
colon.
Right.
name.
Like, I mean, I'm gonna recycle some old Bionicle names, like Skull Warrior Hydraxon or something, and then like, Hydraxon's underneath, and the set is called Skull Warrior, so
These guys
That'd
probably
be
aren't
cool.
actual characters. They're probably like reanimated zombies.
Zombies or
That's
not
constructs
too bad.
or specialized.
So this is your year, you know this, right? This is all like
Yes.
this is for
I'm
you.
gonna savor this while I can, because it won't last forever.
I'm guessing,
Having a ball.
like Meso, do you like this the new system being implemented with Bionicle? Then
Yes.
I do too.
Indeed.
I think we're
Now-
all fans of it.
Hero Factory parts.
So
In the interest of being fair, I do like its implementation in Bionicle a lot because they still preserve the Bionicle aesthetic, and because they cared enough to put gears in.
that
But I have no issue with CCBS.
that was
This
the
sounds
most
a lot
amazing.
like my next Bionicle autopsy video.
I kind of thought you said ears for a second then, just in the back of my head. They even implemented ears. Can you believe that?
All I heard is ears.
Ears.
Well,
And
Okay.
Leva has ears on his mask for some reason.
Those are headphones.
Yeah, shh, those are headphones. He's rocking out while
Yeah.
flying.
Leo loves his dubstep.
Oh wait, he's no longer
With the
flying.
new Dre beats, even though
Beats by
I've heard they
Bonkles.
suck.
No, Beats by Drake.
Yeah,
Yeah, there we go. Dr.
Drake,
Drake.
the Dragon.
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Drake, who sent us on a quest to
Call back to another video we made.
We need to do part 2 of that someday.
we
but no,
really
anyway.
do.
The names are fine. I do just like that there are no proper character names for them, but
Yeah, They might be just
Like, we know some of them are going to have names, like Mask Maker is a Kimu. They're just marketing him as Mask Maker.
make it easier.
for
Yeah,
reasons.
consumers.
He could be a different person. Mask
The
Maker,
lead-
I don't mind. I like the name Mask Maker. Like, it is 2 words, easily recognizable, but, it looks unique enough. Mask Maker is a good character name. If they just had a character named Mask Maker, I would be fine with that. But not so much Skull Warrior.
Yeah, because
You
they
know.
just
The
sound
warrior
like,
of the skull.
They sound like glorified mooks.
That's better.
That's pretty much what they sound
They
like.
are.
Right now.
Yeah, really.
They are.
Maybe they're like
All
an
these
army,
guys
though.
are Makuta. All these guys are just Makuta's servants, I think.
Well, I don't know about that. Because that is going under the assumption that Makuta is that ultra-powerful being from G1 that a lot of
Yeah.
people have been doing for Akimu as well.
Yeah, he'd also
Right
have
now,
to be
we don't
evil.
know anything about Makuta or Akimu. From what we do know, they're just protectors.
They're protectors.
How do
Fair
and
enough. In Makuta's case, it's
Makuta was.
Oh,
So,
my.
Unless Makuta, after being knocked out himself, was able to get up, regain all his power, and then create servants that are going to be rising from the dead, all within the time span of
I get
the protectors
knocked
calling
down.
down the Toa. I
What
doubt
is
it's
with the
Makuta's
skulls?
servants.
well, I mean, like it's been thousands of years. No one knows what
Possible.
happened to
We don't know.
Makuta.
1,000 years for old Bionicle was
Is
nothing.
1 year. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
That
much.
was-
How do we know it's 1,000 years again?
The magazine club insert says thousands of years ago, and then they tell the legend story, and then they say now the protectors call the Toa
Well,
down.
it is an alternate
AKA
universe.
2 years ago.
AKA,
Huh.
yes, AKA 2 years ago.
It's funny because that never is implied in the thing at all. Like, if you watch the animations, it looks like they had the battle, and right after Ikimu gets knocked down, he tells the protectors to summon the Toa.
Yeah, because it seems like in the animation from his body there is leaking the whole thing, like, to call down the Toa.
Right, like
And
that.
that looks like it happens right after
Instructions.
he gets knocked out.
Right.
Misleading. The implication, I believe, is they say when times are dark, call upon this prophecy. Thousands of years of peace, then the skull spiders are unleashed,
Right.
and then
I
they
love
call
that
down the
ambient
Toa.
noise as you said that, like it was a motorcycle going past. It made it
That's,
sound
that's
like
exactly what it
cinematic.
was. I hate my area. I hate it with a burning passion.
Do you live like next to a biker gang or something?
I live right next to the
I wouldn't be
road.
surprised if Meso was part of a biker gang. That's where he
I
gets all the
like
skull
going to
motif
Canada.
That's why he has his weird
The
skull
Skull
thing.
Riders.
Right, he's like,
They're
The
cool.
Skull Riders.
So you should just move up to Canada and bunk with Keeney.
That would be a terrifying ordeal.
Keeney, our audience has no clue.
I don't know who Viskini is you keep talking about.
You do not know the Keeney Hawkeye.
But back to what I was saying. But yeah, like for right now, we really don't know Makuta or Akimu's true potential or power within this universe right now. All we know for right now is that Makuta got knocked out along with Akimu, and his mask was also knocked off of his face.
Yeah.
So, honestly, it goes to reason that if Akimu is still asleep, then Makuta's probably still asleep too.
We don't even know if he's evil, technically. He was jealous, but he may not be particularly
It was
evil.
it was the mask that made him evil.
What if they swapped bodies?
Oh
do you
god,
mean?
that's terrifying.
That's honestly what
And they're
I've been
actually
thinking.
waking up Makuta instead
That's
of
possible.
Ikimu.
I mean, they did that last time.
I was honestly thinking that like Ikimu could very well end up being the villain because there's technically not a lot to say. Like when we were at, I remember talking to Jordan Paxton at New York Comic Con, and I had asked him if I was like, all right, we know that the mask makers, Makuta and Ikimu, are mask makers. I was like, did they make their own masks? And he said he couldn't answer that question. So
Whoa.
now I don't know.
thickens.
Obviously, when he says he couldn't answer it, he could just mean like, I can't answer it because it's in a convoluted way. It's somewhat related to another story reveal later on.
what if-
Doesn't necessarily mean something, but it is interesting that it is a possibility. Again, I'm going to address this as speculation because we've been getting There's a possibility that somebody else made their masks.
Wouldn't
Which means that
surprise
there
me.
is
There
another
have to
power
be.
set above. Right now, the Toa are the most powerful people outside of Lord of Skull Spiders
Right.
on Akota. We don't know anything else. We don't
And
even know how good
It's easy for us to
Akimu and
think
Makuta are.
and assume that Makuta and Akimu are powerful beings as well, but
They're not.
from
Or at
what
least
we've
powerful
been presented
protectors.
with, they aren't.
No, it's their masks that make them powerful.
Yeah,
Right.
what
Yeah.
if Akimu is like Karzani because he has like the mask of creation?
Not Karzani, Artaka.
Well, no, yeah, he also created things, but I mean, like, Karzani, like, creates stuff as well, is what I mean.
In, like, a really bad way, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like, messed up.
He would intentionally create bad.
What
'Cause they're
mask
brothers.
did Kimu made, and what mask did Makuta make?
Oh, that's a good point. I forgot.
Then they're
Master
all the
control.
same mask. I don't know why the villagers got so
because
favored.
there's
Yeah,
a thing
see,
where,
that
like,
is another thing that's confusing. Like, what are they making? Because they're all the same mask, and
right.
They have
I
different
guess
powers.
they're making new masks because, from what we know, the masks are being passed down. So that would, I guess, the assumption would be that because the masks are being passed down, they're not able to make new masks anymore. But why would they make the same design for every person?
Here's the facts that have been laid out thus far. We have the Mask of Ultimate Power from 6 elements.
Budget.
Creation and
Hey, it's like the
control are
Voitoran.
creation and control are the only non-elemental powers we've seen. All the regular villager masks are powerless, from what we've been told.
Just
The
like
elder protectors wear masks that are actually elemental masks, just like the Toas, but probably weaker. But it's never implied. Like the protectors wear the mask of fire, jungle, water, etc.
I have to
And
say,
that's why they glow transparently.
Okay, so the
Oh, yeah,
protectors
they-
have special masks, but they are basically the same mask, just specialized.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
So it's
because
special,
isn't
but
there,
not
like,
special.
Makuta is jealous because all the protectors favor Ikumu's masks more.
But why?
Yeah, but why?
But why? Yeah, that's what's been getting me. They're all the same mask, right?
wait,
But he's
what?
like, his stuff is like made in Germany, and like Makuta's like made in China.
Yes,
so, like, it's
made
all
in
these
China, no break.
terms of quality going
They
on.
have
here.
better mass production in China.
Like Germans always make the good stuff, so it's just
Maybe,
Well, like Makuta has like a bunch of little skull spiders like working in factories.
Oh
maybe,
god.
maybe Makuta's just trying to make, like, actual different styled masks and stuff. But Makuta's like Android. But then Akimu comes out and he just creates the same design over and over again, and the protectors eat it up. Akimu's Apple.
Oh god.
oh god, no.
So maybe we actually do have different styled masks, like the Howl and everything. Those are just Makuta's creations.
That's
Interesting.
Could be, and like
terrifying.
all the protectors are like, these are disgusting, or like they see Kopaka's mask, they're like, it's asymmetrical.
High five,
Asymmetrical is
protectors.
cool. But no, actually, perhaps this has something to tie in with the Elder Protectors masks. You know how they actually still have elemental powers, and supposedly the regular protectors are powerless. Maybe Ikimu's actually have the quality to, you know, have powers, and
Maybe.
that's why they're
Perhaps.
more loved.
I'm also curious because I don't know if we've actually gotten. I think we have in sort of like an indirect way, but I don't know if we've actually had it confirmed that all the villagers are named protectors.
Yeah, that is true. Didn't they call them the villagers in
Yeah,
the
because
panel?
I've seen like the magazine, for example, call them villagers instead of protectors, and I think at some point I remember reading that it did refer to the villagers as protectors, but I'm not sure if that's what it meant to say
I'm
that
sure
they're
there's,
all called protectors, or if
I
those
have
are
a
just the
catalog
elders that are called
right
protectors.
I think maybe they can protect if it's necessary, but it's best not to. Kind of like how the Matoran protected their villages, just they weren't.
Well,
wasn't
see,
the
that
first
goes
thing.
to the thing of what is the job of the protectors. Because
I have
right now
no idea.
we assume that they're village elders, but we also haven't really been confirmed that fact either. The only reason we're assuming this is because the Protector of Fire had a big Vakama-ish role in that one animation.
We just have no idea what's going on in Okota. We have
Yeah, exactly.
no
We
idea
just don't know
anything.
yet.
We don't
It's
know
like
any of the
01 again.
laws. We don't know, like, I mean, the difference between now and 01 is that we had Manog coming out.
Yeah, we had
And Manog,
source
the
material.
whole purpose of Manog is just for world building. They just show
Yeah.
you the relation
Manog.
of everybody to everybody else. The Matoran, what they do,
Manog.
the Turaga, what their villages are like, you know, what the villages do on a daily basis, and then the Toa are in the background doing all the important stuff.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll
I'm
get that
hoping
all
the
later.
books. Yeah, I'm hoping the books that will, you know, show
Yeah.
a bit of
Once
world
again-
building. But
We have to remember, Bionicle's only been out for 10 days.
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah,
True. Very
It's
true.
like we'll
It feels
probably
like
get
ages.
something eventually.
well, it's been out in America for 10 days. Just come out for where my local area is.
Yeah.
So it might be a bit longer for you, X, because you live in Europe.
Yeah,
Like-
maybe
Yeah,
they're not going to release any. They might really start releasing story content in February or something. We don't really know at this point.
Do you know what? Do you want to know what the Toas and what the Protectors are called in Norway? The Toas are called Elemental Heroes, and the Protectors are called Island Natives.
Interesting.
Makes sense.
So, wow.
Island natives.
It's like Voodoo Heads.
Something with island. It's really weird to translate.
I would go for natives. That sounds like a more original name than protectors.
Just islanders.
The island native of fire? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Protector of Fire sounds a lot cooler.
It's either that or like island livers or like
Ew.
The island liver of fire.
something with
Makoto
island.
in the Matanui confirmed.
Oh, God. Yes, they are totally Matanui's liver.
I think the accurate translation would be island citizen, but that sounds really I don't know. But
Regardless-
the Elemental Heroes is
Speaking of other languages, I've started calling the Protectors by the other name on the back of their boxes.
You're doing
Well, like
that
the French
too.
ones.
what
Yeah,
are they
it's
called
great.
there?
It's like
There?
It's like the Protector of Stone's Pierre, and then
Pierre,
Ice is Glace,
Glace,
and then Jungle is June.
Wait, which one's Pierre?
June.
Stone.
Stone
I'm
is
probably
French.
pronouncing all these.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the French name.
Jesus
See?
Pierre.
See, the Protectors are already cooler than the Taraga.
Yeah, are these
Yeah.
like the equivalent of Taraga? Because in like the animation thing,
From
the
what we've been shown so far, that is
Yeah.
the assumption to make, that they are in fact the Taraga figures. Actually, no, scratch it. I'm pretty sure they said that they were in fact the Taraga figures at Comic-Con.
Yeah, they did. The village elders.
Yeah,
So yeah, they are... They are, in fact,
Go
the
on.
Taraga figures. So...
Yeah, they are.
if this was visual when you were speaking that French or whatever, you should have put an old timey filter over it, like Game Grumps. Sorry, just thought of that. Did you?
Yup.
the cursing kind of threw us off a bit. Anyway.
Oh
Yeah, my
Well, it's
bad.
like-
It's been
What
a
do you
while.
guys-
Okay, we're back.
What do you guys think of the... It's like we spiraled off the names, how bad they were. What do you guys think of the rumored contents of the sets? Like Skull Slicer having 4 arms on a gearbox.
I'm just gonna
Sounds
give them
I
the
like that
benefit of
idea.
the doubt.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. I honestly don't know what they're gonna look like until I
Protector
see them.
sounded really like, and when they're out, they're just like, oh, like it's
Yeah,
just
the
most
Protectors-
amazing.
When we got them, we were like, oh, these sets are going to be okay. The protectors are amazing. I have them in front of me right now.
They
They
look
are some of the
I
best
don't
sets
because
we've
they
had.
don't exist.
They don't exist.
But we'll,
I'm gonna look
we'll
at
get
my
into how
imaginary
awesome they
Bionicle
look in a
sets.
bit.
I love how like you could still say like theoretically that this is all fake. They're pulling our
Bionicle's
legs.
not
Bionicle-
coming back.
Yeah,
What?
Bionicle
There's
still isn't
Hero
coming back.
Factory everywhere. What? It's what are you? There's actually no indication that Bionicle exists in Norway now.
Plot twist: we're all insane and we're all
enough.
seeing things,
Yeah,
and
pretty
Bionicle hasn't
much.
come back.
I remember back in the olden days, right up until when we got the Mask of Creation picture from Lego's Cache, people were still insisting it was fake. Even when we got that picture, they were saying, it's just a leftover from, like, cancelled 2010
Oh, God.
content waves. It doesn't mean anything.
It's so easy to tell when something's fake and when it's real. It's so easy. I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever been duped by a leak so far yet.
Even the old fake ones in Bionicle's heyday, those were pretty blatantly fake.
Yeah, they were always...
Variki?
They,
How did anybody fall for Variki?
I don't know.
Variki's
I
classic.
definitely don't know. But it's just like, fake ones are always so obviously fake. They're either really, really awful ideas to begin with, or they're just poorly handled.
A simple
Or
word
poorly
for that
designed
Matokahi
set
about people being duped by it so easily. Desperation. We want to feel that
They
nostalgia.
wanted to see it.
Yeah.
It's like they're always mocks, and you can tell that they're not new because they're using old parts. Without
Yep.
a single new
yeah.
mold. Like, okay, this is Bionicle, guys. We're going to get a new head sculpt no matter what. They're not going to recycle the mask. Well, we don't know yet, actually, because new Bionicle probably will. for all I know. But, at least for old Bionicle, they always had a new mask or a new face. So, whenever there was, like, a Bionicle leak that came out that was using an old mask that we had already gotten, it was pretty clear it was going to be fake.
Except for Voyatorin.
Except for Voyatorin.
Yeah,
well,
the
Matoran
Voyatorin.
don't really count. Matoran are different.
Yeah, they're weird.
Matoran,
We mentioned
you don't
Voriki.
really care about
I'm very happy Voriki's getting a resurgence in 2015.
No, there's actual purple parts now, I guess. So
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like
Toa
That was
of
one of
energy.
the links I posted that I'll throw up on the screen is a really cool rendition of Voriki in the new art style, and it's very nostalgic.
that's actually not. That's
You
pretty
weren't
cool.
even around for Voriki. It's not nostalgic for you at all.
Yeah, but I've absorbed the history and the culture.
No, you haven't. You didn't know what nostalgia meant for the longest
Man,
time.
Meso, you
remember
sound
this.
just like someone who's really into anime, and they're like, I've absorbed the culture through Japanese. I am one of them.
Meso is a
I have
biological
not.
weeboo.
No, dude, you're so white. Just
You want to go? I'll go to vorikisforhelping.com right now and read the ad.
Meso is the bionicle weeboo.
congratulations, Meso. How do you feel?
Well, I mean, I didn't play Minog until last year, so I guess it's fair enough.
TTV 127. Meso, the
I was able
bionicle
to
weeaboo.
absorb the bionicle culture in 1 year. But back on the subject of the summer wave, I think judging from the descriptions, they sound fine. I
Purple.
don't share Meso's weird complaint about black and red being overused. I think it's fine.
It's pretty
We don't
overused.
see the sets yet. How do you know it's overused?
Because they say all the colors are going to be like black and red or black
All
and
the
gunmetal.
colors? Wow, black and red is overused. Wow.
Here's what
Well,
I'm looking
It will
forward
be
to.
overused this
Whenever
year.
we have enemies
I
that have like
wasn't
a
done.
black and red color scheme, usually it's a darker red to complement the black. So that means I get more maroon pieces to use in my mobs, which I'm really happy for.
I guarantee you it won't be a
Of
maroon
course,
color.
Well,
Kai.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, you would be surprised. In HF, we've gotten like 2 sets that had that color balance. Most of it's either transparent red or
Yeah, it-
red.
Just look at Skull Spider.
From the
Well-
description, it's going to be brightly colored red, and it's going to be transparent. So
Yeah,
Come
I
on,
was
designers.
just kind of
You
I
can
think
thinking
change
they're
that.
like
all going.
I was thinking of like the scroll color scheme when you say black and red.
Exactly.
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think it's
that's
going to be a
me
bit
too.
brighter red. I think.
They're really going
Oh.
for the whole just shining bright stuff. Just hey, look
Yeah,
at me.
they're really pushing the bright colors, which
Yeah,
I'm a
there's
fan
like,
of because
hey.
I hated the dulled out colors. But no,
Yeah.
I think the descriptions sound cool. They're kind of what I expected these sets to look like anyway. Like Skull Scorpion's going to be a scorpion. One's
Well,
going to have
yeah.
like 4 arms with swords. I mean, all the stuff is kind of obvious.
Oh, we're
That's
getting
General
General
Grievous.
Grievous. Great.
Yes,
Yay!
Now, I will
General
say a
Grievous.
4-armed set with a gearbox will be a sight to see.
that'll be
probably won't have a
interesting.
gearbox.
Like just
Someone
to
made
see
a cool
that
mock-up
mechanic.
of what he's going to look like.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
You
I'll
know
throw it
what
up
I
on the
want?
screen.
What we do know is that these sets are going to be $15, so they're going to be more Liwa, Gali, Pohatu-esque, except for Ghost Skull Grinder. So I guess that kind of gives us a fair look at what these sets might look like. We got a basic description of how they're going to look, and then we got like a typical price range for them. So that gives us a kind of good idea. And I think that's fine. I think these will be fine sets, and I think they should be a match for Artoa. And judging from what I've heard about Skull Grinder, he's going to be about Kopaka sized, so pretty big, pretty beefy. And then he's going to include a Kimu. So
They're gonna face off in a duel.
from what I've heard, these sets seem like they'll be really cool. I will say that if we start getting rumors for December 2016 sets and we haven't got any story information yet, I'm going to be very angry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I
I'm
really want to see more
furious.
story. I'm
Also-
really disappointed that they're going with books, to be honest. Like, I like
Before we
books, don't get me
segue,
wrong, but
I posted
oh,
a
okay.
picture of a mock-up of what it looks like. I'm going to throw it up on the screen, too. Someone made a very neat concept,
made
which I
that?
enjoy.
Ooh,
No,
Ooh.
that's not too
Some
bad.
dude.
I just
On
gotta
Euro
wait
Break.
for it.
Did you make
Uh,
that?
it's- No, GK733 on Eurobricks made that.
Of course, Eurobricks did that.
That's going to have a lot of friction. But no, anyway, continue. Books.
That would have to have a lot of friction for that to work.
Ooh.
But
I,
that looks
I
cool.
see how it would work,
Yeah,
and
it looks awesome. Sorry.
it's nice and compact. As a MoCists, this makes me happy.
Ooh. My.
I would say that I guess it would be kind of impossible to do, but I'm a little disappointed that both arms from each side would have to move concurrently.
Yeah,
Right.
it's weird. but
Agreed.
You can't do it as compact though, and like have the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Unless-
would be really cool, though.
I mean, we say you can't if a designer has figured out a way to do that. you're getting my money. I'm buying that set.
Well, you can do that. You just add another gear inside them. Done.
That or they have 2 gearboxes somehow.
That'd be
That'd be
bizarre.
interesting. I if they could find a way to where I only have to spin 1 gear, but all 4 limbs move individually. Oh,
That's still really easy with 2 gearboxes.
That's impressive if they could do that.
It's not impressive at all. It's so.
I'm not.
It's
I
really
don't
easy.
know
Just
about
the
this.
steering.
Trying to fluff up the developers.
The steering will be hard to figure out. It's like you'll have to switch gears like a car.
Maybe they should use some illegal builds, Axe.
Illegal builds. Oh man.
Lego in depth coming soon to TTV.
Okay.
Dun, dun.
Kahi, go on with your book hate.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not like I hate books. I just don't think they're the best way to reach this Netflix generation.
I hate books.
That is true.
I feel
Books
like
are great.
Books are great, but kids that Bionicle's aiming for, they just don't read them as much, and they're not as easily accessible anymore.
They would
What
probably
about
do
comics?
better. Not even that.
Comics. No, I would honestly say they would have to do like what they're doing with the animations, except make them longer and make them to like an online show that you watch on Lego.com.
No, on Netflix.
I don't think
Or
that'll
like
happen.
or on Cartoon Network, I guess. But that would be the type of thing they would have to go for to get their story across. Otherwise, I just this generation is such like a low attention span when it comes to reading. You know, they're very visual and they know how to work iPads and smart TVs and computers. I mean, I was over Christmas. I spent time with one of my friends' families, and they had there's a kid, and he has to be like 4 years old, right? And he has they have an iPad, and there's a handle, the case has a handle, so the kid can hold it because he can't hold the iPad, but he knows how to work it.
How much money do you guys have? Jesus.
It's not my family, but I mean
Just give a 4-year-old an iPad. Oh, we're doing good.
My brother's
But
9. He's got an
Kahi does
Xbox
raise
One.
an interesting. Kahi does raise an interesting point. You know how they're releasing that Kopaka game app, or was it an app?
Kopaka?
I did a review on that, which you guys should
Yeah.
check out.
It's
Yeah,
for all
I
adults.
saw that,
Good.
Kahi.
I like
I
it.
was just double checking to see if it was on, if it was an app on a phone and not on the computer. See, that already right there is marketing to this newer generation because everybody's on their
Right.
phone.
Oh,
So it's-
I know, I mean,
so much.
You're completely right, it's marketing, but the problem is it's not story marketing.
That is true.
The
But
story's
You
only
bash
coming
those
across in books.
Spiders. Whoosh. Done.
well, perhaps
Yeah.
they would use that. They would use that venue, use that to open up a venue, and people would expect more apps to come out, and that's how they would throw in the story. Because as Kahi said, the new generation is very visual, and I wouldn't go even as far to say is that they would want to see animations. It seems like nowadays they would want to see more interactive media, which works.
Kodo online game,
here's
it's
what I'm
necessary.
thinking,
I'm
okay?
telling you.
This year, Telltale Games is releasing a Minecraft adventure game, which they announced a month ago or so. And at first, it threw people for a loop. They're like, "Why on earth is Telltale going to make a adventure game about Minecraft? Because Minecraft basically has no story, right? How are you
No
gonna
story.
Well, it makes sense though. So many kids. For us, for my generation at least, I'm 19, so maybe if you're 18, 19, the Minecraft wave came and then it went. I still
It's
play
still there,
Minecraft
man.
from time to time, but it's okay for me, and especially people my age. It's, half there. But kids like my brother's age, 10 or 11, they are still 100% invested in playing Minecraft. If you've seen kids, I mean, they have so much free time.
Yeah, my
And they just-
brother, he went to the shop and collected these minifigure Minecraft sets.
Right.
So
Yeah,
very
the
cool.
ones that we reported on way back when. And
I
so
have that.
it makes sense that Telltale is wanting to make an adventure game for Minecraft to get kids hopefully invested back into adventure games. And if that's true, and if there's a whole deal, with adventure games and doing all that kind of stuff again, a Kodo online game might become more of a possibility in the future if more kids really like that format. But it's only if Telltale does a good job with the series.
I really thought
so-
that was a joke at first when I heard
So-
Telltale was doing Minecraft.
So it is kind of a gateway to see what they're going to like, and whatever the kids do like,
Right.
because we still do have comics in the instruction booklets. But, depending on what they see come out of it, we may get a completely different medium for storytelling,
Right.
not just the books.
Personally, of course, it's just like hearsay, so I observe. I don't know the actual numbers of how many kids buy books. There could be still be a huge market for kids buying books, and that's why Wigger's doing it. They have
Viper and I buy books.
they have
That or
access
for-
to all sorts of stuff. No, I buy
listen to
books all the time.
audiobooks.
Yeah, I was thinking
Audible.
audiobooks because
Yeah.
you can easily
Audiobooks.
listen to them.
audibletrial.com/TTV. You get a free audiobook of your choice.
We want money.
If you sign up,
Oh, boy.
you can get a free audiobook. There's a Brick by Brick, a whole chapter about how Bionicle started. It's really good. You should listen to it.
I still haven't listened to Brick by Brick. It's funny.
Really, it's like they go through all the decisions that led up to Bionicle and like how it developed and the creators. They interviewed
Okay,
the
Kai, this
creators.
advertisement was meant to be like 10
It's like-
seconds.
when I got my Audible trial, I got Brick by Brick, but
Audibletrial.com.
it's been like half a year and I still haven't listened to it.
It's
Oh,
like
you gotta do that.
it's like integrated into my brain at this point. Just Bar's voice with just the whole audiblething.com.
Congrats, Var. You are now a market salesman.
Aw,
The
yeah.
following podcast.
Or
yeah,
a
like Val.
manipulator.
Val would
Great
be like on a television ad, and you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I remember that guy's voice. He's from TTV."
You better be a fan of Autopsy, Potu.
I am, actually.
Okay, good.
Best
You
thing
should
on
do an
TTV.
infomercial next time. Like, have you ever, like the spaghetti thing where like spaghetti's like it's black and white and the lady's throwing spaghetti all over the place? You
What?
should do one of
What's
those.
this with spaghetti? What?
We should do an
Black
infomercial
one's the head now.
spoof for the beginning of our podcast.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like spaghetti.
It was a spaghetti
So
fest.
guys, the Bionicle
Yeah.
sets that we do own. What do you think of
No.
those?
Ha.
Yeah.
Ha. In your face, Potu, Viper, and X.
What did I do?
Can I just say one thing though about mocking?
Sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Is it about
With
illegal
the new
techniques?
sets, everyone is just like the new clip-on pieces. That sort of like the one that's like gold on Tahu.
Yeah.
Everyone loves. Everyone is just sort of drowning that on humanoids and just here's my mock. Pretty much.
I have noticed that people like to
Yeah,
overuse
they
them.
really they are great and stuff, but yeah. Just wanted
Oh,
to point that out.
Oh,
It's gonna
those
become
will be
like a
better.
meme or something.
Yeah, it's gonna be a new thing for a while, I think, until we get
Yeah,
some new
just
clip-on
spanning
pieces.
those on. Ooh. Or
But yeah, so the actual sets. I know Vin's not here, but he has the completed wave. I don't think any of us have the completed wave yet. I've
No.
purchased the completed wave.
where
but
does Ven get his money?
No idea.
they haven't arrived yet? I don't know. Good question.
College.
But
Funding.
my,
People is always like
Murder.
financially.
the rest of my wave hasn't arrived yet, but I do own 4 of the Toa, Tahu, Anua, Liwa, Kopaka, and then Protectors of Fire and Earth. So I've got a bit of everything here.
I've got all of them except for the 3 smaller Toa, 2 of which I almost have from Comic-Con, but not enough to call them finished.
I
You
don't
guys
And I
actually.
don't have any of Gali.
I haven't gotten any of the Toa. I did get Letter Skull Spiders and all the Protectors. I gave Letter Skull Spiders and the 2 Protectors to my brother for Christmas. So right now I have 4 Protectors with me.
Today
but
on TTV, boasting about how
I've
much
played-
Bionicle you have.
I don't have any, and I'm the mockest.
It's pretty nice actually being like able to have money when Bionicle came out. Like back in 2010, I didn't have a job at all, and now I can go out and buy sets. I'm probably going to pick up Prohatu today.
Oh, I
Well,
have all the sets.
Hopefully I'll get my sets eventually. God, I'm
I
never
have-
ordering at Lego Shop at home again.
I have all the sets
You know what
in
I
my
want?
dreams.
I want skull spiders with matching colors. Why did they make him like a green nobody has and dark blue no one has? There's
Because
literally
it's to differentiate them.
But
Yeah,
there's
it's
lit-
different.
you can't mock with them.
What do you
Wait,
mean?
with the
You
skull
can't mock
spider?
with them.
I've
There's
seen some
literally
good
no
mocks.
other Hero Factory piece in that green and that dark blue.
Well, I mean, Metro Blue's a common color, just not with
Yeah.
HF, and the masks are not HF exclusive. You can meld the systems. Now, the green, I agree completely. There are no construction pieces in that green.
Not until
There's
You
just
can use it as
Friends
an
pieces.
accent. Like,
Yeah.
it's an accent, so I could already see people using it for shoulder pads or something.
The skull spider masks are very useful in their connection points. They're some of the most versatile masks from the wave. You can
Yes.
decorate a mock with armor that's just the skull spider masks
How
if
do you
you're
attach
clever
them,
enough.
though? They don't have it like an attachment.
There are many
The
ways
legs.
you could attach them. They're like,
Where the legs attach.
not just
Yeah,
the
only
legs.
one,
And-
though. All the others
and
are like at
also-
an angle that you cannot...
And also, the way the mask clips onto the head, it also can clip onto the side of sockets.
Right.
That is something
Wait,
I
really?
found out.
Wait, what?
It
Yeah.
can clip onto
What?
like axle holes and the side of sockets. Like okay,
That is
You have-
crazy!
you have the shoulders, for instance, of a figure where the socket goes onto the ball joint. You can put the mask over that socket piece and it'll clip on decently
Bam.
firmly.
Oh
my
my
God.
god, you're right.
You didn't know this, Mark?
What?
I discovered this because
What?
I'd always thought, why do they just clip on? You know, I wish they'd done the axle thing like they done with
This
the
makes
others.
for some easy compatibility then.
Is
Wow,
that
I
an
cannot
illegal
believe
Exactly.
build?
Now the design for the
Lego, you
mask makes so
geniuses.
much sense.
You'd never.
You
fail
can also
me.
clip them onto like the
Is it confirmed
basic
by Lego?
hand sockets with the axle hole on either side.
Is that a connection, though, used by Lego? Is that confirmed to be a legal build?
Is it?
Who
Well,
knows
we don't know
yet?
if it's
We
legal
don't know.
yet, but it doesn't seem to stress the piece. So it,
Yeah,
Yeah,
could
but
be.
it would
Yeah, it
still
doesn't
be
seem
an
like it
illegal
would.
build.
it is. And like, if you look at the head, it's made to be the exact. I'm pretty sure they designed it with this piece in mind, with like the use in mind of clipping it on.
I still don't
Thank you,
like the way
Meso.
they attach to the head, though.
You have opened the doors for millions of new mocks.
Pretty much.
Hooray.
You heard it here on TTV. But I still just think that the way the masks and stuff, like, make clip on the heads, I think that still just limits a lot of mocking potential. I still just... Like, I can survive with it, because, you know, BIONICLE's back and stuff, but it's still kind of a letdown for me, but...
No, X, it doesn't limit anything. It opens the doors to many new possibilities.
Actually, you just have to be
I
creative.
don't like change!
Yeah, you just have to be creative. Like Meso was right there. He suggested we could attach it to the hand, like the old hand socket pieces,
Yeah, X.
and
Be like
I'm
Meso.
creative. I've made, like, a couple mocks.
I
oh,
can't
you wanna go?
You what,
You
mate?
and
You
you and Potu and Var are probably the biggest MoCists here.
Yeah,
I haven't seen a single mock by Potu, so...
I will get you my
Fine,
old
though.
folder.
Oh,
And then we will judge them harshly.
You're what?
Like we did with the battle for the gold mask contestants.
Where have you posted
That
your
got cut
mocks,
out.
Potu?
She's about to. Anyway, but
Okay.
Now, where
yeah,
as
have
far
you
as-
posted them?
It's
BZ
like-
Power. They're gone now because of the dataclysm.
No, he means
That's
like what
what
site?
that was what I was asking, because I thought,
Brickshelf.
oh, you should post them on BZ Power, but BZ Power's rip in peace. I was just like, where are they now then?
in
on
peace.
bookshelf, like normal people.
But yeah, see, there's my proof. There is my proof. Deal with it.
I was,
Powers rip in peace. Where are they now then?
I'm a bit disappointed right away because I thought it said Dankbot, but it says Dikerbot. So
Yeah, that was based on a BC, if I remember. But anyway, let's not talk about my mocks.
I'm gonna look
Okay.
through these so harshly it's not even fun. But yeah, go on.
Oh no.
Toa of the future. The Golly mask on like the side. Genius. How? How did I never think of this? Revolution.
Shut up, these are old. I haven't actually done mocking since Hero Factory came out.
I like the teal tank though. The teal tank is pretty gangster. I like it. But yeah, let's go on. Moving on.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty gangster, alright.
It's pretty gangster.
Jesse.
X, you've got like the funniest
yo,
moment for like 2
Makaraka.
episodes now.
Why Moonlight Dragon? Why
Because Moonlight is nice
Can we
and
discuss
dragons
this
are cool.
after the episode?
Why Moonlight?
Because
I
that's
just want to
Keeney.
talk about the sets.
Yeah, let's talk about the sets. Come on.
What's so cool about the sets, Bar? What do you like the most about all the sets? What's the one thing that's just like, whoa?
Kopaka.
The piston piece, I like spamming it on Mox. Oh, that's really cool.
No, I wanted to hear what Bar had to say.
Oh.
No, you don't. You keep talking over me.
No,
Oh.
come on, man. Don't be like that. Come
I
on.
will be like that.
No, come on.
Hey, Potu, I got a bone to pick with you.
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Oh no. He's got a skull on a bone. Yeah, that was terrible.
You got a bone to pick with me? Okay,
Yeah, I
fine.
do. Why does your spider mock have 6 legs?
Because I ran out of pieces.
Okay, fine. Fair enough.
Honesty. I like
Moving
it.
on.
But yeah, so,
I might have
I like
lost
that,
to them 8
honestly.
legs.
No, I was saying something.
Here, go ahead.
X is like trying to save face in front of the boss. That's what he's trying to do here. Oh
Don't
god,
go overboard,
I'm this
guys.
close to being LJ fired.
it's okay. It's
LG's
okay.
going to
It's all
fire you
fine.
now.
You were fired when this episode began.
Oh.
I'm here to replace you. That's why I'm here.
Oh.
Potu's your
I'm
replacement.
being
X.
replaced by a woman.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh.
Okay, alright.
Alright,
Hold up,
we're good.
hold up, the Tumblr police is here.
Now, let's not go around insulting social media, guys.
Excellent.
The feminists are here. They will
Abort,
have your
abort.
head.
Alright. So, were we gonna talk about the sets or what?
So I have a serious issue to talk about. It's been plaguing me for
Go
quite
ahead.
a while now.
Yeah.
So, my serious issue is that, well, Tahu is surprisingly good.
What?
I think we can all agree.
It's pretty obvious they really emphasize the quality in making Tahu, except for the
I know,
bottom,
but
except
for
his
like a
bell
couple months-
bottoms.
For a couple
Tahu
months,
seems very
Tahu's
bland
been my
to me,
least
Tahu.
favorite. Yeah, I know. I'm with you, X. For the last couple months, he's been my least favorite, probably because he's been overhyped so much. But I bit the bullet and I got this set yesterday, and I'm like, huh, he's pretty solid.
Yeah,
Except for the
Tahu's
bell-bottoms.
fun.
His shoulders don't even bug me that much. As being gappy goes, they fold down pretty nicely.
The thing that about Tahu that bugs me is the pieces that you attach his wings to. It causes his gearbox to be super visible from the front. So
Yeah.
he's just got like 2 big black
Yeah, he's
boxes
kind
on
of
his sides.
gappy.
Oh
So
yeah,
it
because
looks a
they have
little
to
weird.
be broad. They have to be broader to keep them on.
Yeah.
Broad
It's like Tahu was the one from the prelim pictures that clued me in that there was a gearbox, because you could clearly see some big black box behind him.
Yeah.
Oh.
A big black box. He's hiding
A
something.
big black box.
Yes.
Yep.
Remember
Okay.
that time on TTV where I was like, I can't believe we just keep like repeating jokes until they're funny.
Mardi
That's
Gras!
kind of gappy all around with like the shoulders and everything, right? Like I don't
Okay.
know, like from what
You're
I've
not
seen-
wrong. There is a big gap in between.
Yeah, but how
His
do
upper
they
arm
work
armor
with, like just
and
playing
his
with him
shoulders.
around and stuff like that? Because they are
They're
literally just
perfectly
put in
fine.
place by just friction, really.
They're perfectly fine. What I like to do, I like to lay them down over the arms to where they just kind of look like extensions of the arms. So when he does the gear function, they swing too, and it doesn't look weird because they look like they're part of his arm.
I see.
I have
It-
actually
Nice.
flipped my transparent piece for my shoulder parts. I flipped the transparent piece and then place the golden armor edition on that, like it is in the actual set. So I feel like that looks a bit more like shoulder armor and not as weirdly placed.
It doesn't have
I
the
see
little
this.
part sticking out of it at the top.
Yeah,
You're right!
and I feel like that rests better on his arm as well.
Because
You are
Tahu
He definitely
said-
is. It definitely looks less gappy, I'll tell you that much.
Is gappy
Yeah.
even a word?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Is it in the
It is.
dictionary?
X, we were having an issue about pasta noodles, so I don't think you know what words are.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm just gonna
shots
stop.
have been fired.
Yeah, I didn't.
Let's see.
There was an
Gappy.
actual
He's
Italian
being
that
fired.
answered something in our comments saying that what's it? Was it spaghetti like a subset of pasta now or something? I forget what he said. I'd have to
It's
Yes,
on
we-
Urban...
Different
It's
pastas,
on
different
Urban
names.
It's on
Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary, so if we were on the spot, I guess it would count.
Anyway, back
Yeah.
to Tahu.
Never
She's
seen
cool.
I
so-
guess
for
yeah.
I've got him in a really good pose, and I don't want to take him out of the pose, because I feel if I do, I'm going to be sad. He's surfing, and he has his blades, and I took the fire protector's weapons and put them where his golden blades usually go, so he has fire shooting out from his back.
It's the hot
Hey,
rod.
it looks
That
really
is
cool.
the lamest thing I've ever heard.
It's hot rod.
I don't want to move him. He looks good. I think I'm just going to leave him there as a statue forever.
Hot rod Tahu.
Only
Throw a
reason
little
why I
hot
get
rod red in
Tahu
there.
is
You're
for
just gonna
mocking.
leave him like that, Meso? You're like that guy from
Yes.
Toy Story 2.
I'll stop.
All my other sets are lying in ruin.
Toys will never be played with.
I was actually thinking he was like that guy from Toy Story 1, where he just takes the toys and like
Blows them
molds
up.
them together.
Oh, I mean that's the whole point of Bionicle.
That's
is to be
that's
Sid
what
in Toy
I
Story
that's what I
1,
usually
right?
do every year.
It's like you take...
My sets typically don't stay built for more than like 3 days before I scrap them. I don't even
Whoa.
mock with them often. They're scrapped and sorted away.
You're
I have
evil.
everything
That's
color
scary.
coded now. At this point.
Lucky you.
Oh, you have it
no,
sorted?
you are like that dude from the Lego Movie, the dad who's like has pulling everything, and then
Will
he's like
Ferrell.
he points his kid over to like, oh, you have your side, and it has some little.
Bits and
Thankfully, I don't build with systems, so I don't have to glue stuff.
Cold out.
Shots
Every
fired.
system person ever are.
Oh wow, yeah.
Ever.
I really
But
want
no,
to see a
it's
Bionicle
cool.
Lego movie now.
Well,
Well,
maybe
Lego
they'll-
Batman
Koto,
movies.
Mask Maker, Makuta.
See, now I'm scared. If they ever make a Lego movie, they're gonna try to shoehorn Bionicle into the Lego movie continuity instead
They'd be
of
like
just
giants compared to the Lego sets.
Not if they're in minifigure form like Hero
'Cause, like,
Factory, Herpeter.
the
But
rumor
okay,
is.
yeah.
Bionicle already exists in the Lego movie continuation.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a
just-
need to
small
talk-
character.
I guess what I
Talk
mean.
about that. Ooh.
What I mean is not so much that it'll be in the same continuity, but rather the movie will be in the same style with real world elements and not honing in on like the fiction of the world. Because
The
fun
Bionicle
fact,
movie.
the Ninjago movie next year, Ninjago's very similar. It has a very good universe they've built up. It's going to take place in the Lego movie continuity and will probably have a similar feel, and fans everywhere are not sure how to feel about
let's-
that.
Wasn't that the original plan for Mask of Light, the movie? Was to be like this kid who somehow found his way into the Bionicle universe and became Takanuva?
Correct, and they scrapped it for good
Oh.
reason.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
really glad they scrapped that. That sounds
Yeah.
like words not allowed to say on
That
TTV,
sounds like the
but
first idea you come up with in an idea, well, in a story or anything.
No, it sounds
Yeah.
like an executive in the 2000s sat and said, what makes a good kids movie? Well, let's put this real life kid in there. It sounds like a 2000s kid movie.
There was
direct-to-DVD.
one construction theme that could have worked for, and that was Hero Factory.
Oh, I thought you were going
Because
to say
they already confirmed that Earth existed in HF. It was a pretty simple thing to do.
Man,
So
I'm
it's
glad
like,
that thing
whatever.
got cancelled.
Oh,
The wounds are still fresh.
Oh, too soon, too soon. Oh,
You
go
just
cry.
shanked him, X.
I really don't care.
We should play that
Admittedly, it
violin
was-
music here.
admittedly, it was
I-
enjoyable, and hey, because of Hero Factory, we've got a new building style for Bionicle, which
That was not because of Hero
Exactly.
Factory, though. I think
No,
that.
Yeah,
ba-
it launched with Hero Factory.
yeah,
but
it became a thing with Hero Factory.
Hero Factory
I-
didn't do anything.
Hero Factory gave us a lot of pieces that you can now use in MoCs too. If this new system had
Yes.
just launched the Bionicle, you couldn't make anything with
Yeah.
Bionicle
Hero Factory
MoCs.
pioneered a lot of concepts that Bionicle is now using.
Except
like-
Except
Like the
making
build
Titans.
system.
They
Hero
can't
And
make
Factory
apps.
Titans.
Bionicle does.
Change, advancement, it is glorious. No, seriously, the mocking pieces for the new Bionicle sets. I
Go
just
on.
already see them. I already see them basically.
Having uses.
Well, having use is obviously
Words.
having use is obviously, but
don't comment on words. You don't know what words are.
oh my god, but I mean things that aren't just Toa and protectors and robots.
So
Yeah.
you mean applicability for villainous and or other characters?
Not even characters, monsters, like all those plates
Mm.
that you get with the
Whoa.
CCB system now.
Monsters are people too.
Remember how in the old days it was really hard to construct a proper tail without having to do a bunch of crazy stuff?
Not really.
Yes.
Yeah, because you had to do that like thing where you inserted the hand pieces into each other.
And now
Right.
it's just like,
Completely stress
woo!
them.
Yeah, and now you completely streamline and you can have plating that moves so smoothly with it. And that's probably one of the benefits of this new system. And the
The
fact that they
system is
still
very,
connect.
is very not Lego. It's like that. No, what I mean by that, it's very similar to like something else that I've seen before in terms of like sticks and stuff. If you see what I mean? With
Right.
the system, it's like very similar but like refined.
Fighting words, X.
It reminds me a lot of System more so than it does Bionicle.
Yeah, I think it reminds you a lot of System.
Well, it is
But-
Lego as well, so...
Yeah,
Correct.
so they can create new systems all they want. I mean, when did they create Technic after the regular bricks?
Yeah,
Might
good
just be
question.
It might be
That
a
is a good
third
question.
system.
That sounds like a Bionicle Autopsy episode? No.
There's an autopsy on this. I don't know when it's going to be released, but...
Okay, I think it's time.
Yeah.
We probably should wrap up this
Can I just say
episode.
one
We're not
thing,
going to do
though?
the talk to Potu or talk to Ven for
No,
Potu.
I'd love
Potu
to.
actually talked throughout this episode, so...
That is
Yeah.
true. She's not like our normal guest who doesn't say anything.
I
Yeah.
say things because I'm a chatterbox.
We had that one
That's
Star
good,
Wars
though.
guy, but that,
Yeah.
thingy got deleted, didn't it?
Yeah, poor guy. Lego Master.
Aw.
Insert numbers that I don't really remember off the top of my
I
Yeah,
would
head.
15.
cry.
Pet, pet.
Lego Master, he was on. Him and X had an extensive thing. I think it's Lego Master 1378. He had an
I miss
extensive
you.
discussion with X about Star Wars, and then the episode never came out, so we gotta have him back on at some point.
Yeah,
We haven't
yeah.
forgotten about you, dude.
Talk more Star Wars.
I have.
Talk more fun things.
It's okay.
Can I say one
Well-
thing about the sets, though, without
No.
having...
Well, okay, it's
What?
time to say goodbye. No, I'm kidding.
Alright, one more thing.
One more
more
story.
It's cool. I like the Gatling gun. I like gun.
Oh my
Wow.
god, yes.
You-
Yes.
That was so
You
necessary for that one more story, huh?
I mean, okay, look. I'm going to go buy one new set. What set should I buy? The Toa.
Pohatu.
Out of the Toa.
Pohatu, do it.
Anua.
Puhatu.
Okay, what's your budget? Because Onua is the best of the larger Toa.
No.
All the smaller Toa are equally good, yes.
I
Okay,
would say
out of the $15 sets.
Pohatu.
Golly.
Pohatu.
Golly.
Golly.
Golly or Poatu.
Golly.
Golly or Patu, yeah.
Pohatu.
Well, Liwa's cool.
Lee was great, but he's not the
No.
best. Golly or Poatu.
Everything but
Okay.
Leva.
All right.
Everything but Leva.
I will. Hopefully, you guys will see on my Twitter, even though my tweet will come out before the episode.
Follow
You'll
him
see on
on
my Twitter
Twitter.
what I got.
Yeah, your tweet will come out like a week before the episode because we still have another episode that needs to be released.
At the
Yep.
Jonathan Juan.
But
And
anyway.
also at the Reverse.
Indus.
Okay.
No!
We're wrapping up.
Thank you all very much for listening to TTV 127. It's been an exciting roller coaster ride. And thank you, Potu.
Describe it.
And thank you, Potu, for coming on today.
Not a problem. LJ invited me, and ironically, he's not here.
It's the best day
Maybe
of my
she
life.
can come on more episodes, though.
I'm like the third person now.
Maybe, X.
Good.
Maybe. Winky,
Yeah, you're
Okay.
always welcome.
So
to...
Don't hate on
we
me.
will see you all next time.
Alright.
We will see you all next time for the next exciting episode of the TTV Podcast. And stay tuned for more exciting videos on our channel as leak season approaches. Thank you very much for listening. I'm Messinek.
I'm Barteran.
I'm Kahi.
I'm Viper.
I'm EXX.
And I'm Potu.
And please don't end your recording because we still have to do a sing at the end of this.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye!